Hey guys, what is up? It's me, looksbylottie, and welcome to today's video. If this is your first time here on my channel, then welcome! I'm so glad to see you here today. Make sure to subscribe down below if you like videos about makeup. I post every Tuesday and Friday. If this is your second, third, fourth, or however many times you've been here, then welcome back! It's so good to see you again. Make sure to press that notifications bell down below so you never miss any of my videos. Now, I've been waiting like literally a month to film this video. I made my thumbnail for this video like way back in November, but all my R.E.M beauty products have finally arrived, so I can finally talk about them. Obviously, I am a fan of Ariana Grande. I've been a fan of her ever since Into You came out. That song is just... I wouldn't say I'm like a stan. I don't really think I stan anything because that's kind of obsessive. I am a fan of her. I loved her recent album, and I do have some of her body sprays, which is like very like, you're 26 years old, you should invest in perfume, but body sprays are cheaper, so. But anyways, when I made my order, I didn't have a lot of funds, so I only ordered 5 items. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be the full collection, but still got some good stuff. So let's open it up right now. So I got 2 orders and I made them on the same day. However, one shipped out first and then like went into hyperspace and was gone for like maybe 3 weeks. I couldn't track it. And then I was able to track it this week. The other one shipped out like maybe like a week later, and then it was on my doorstep before Thanksgiving. But enough of that. Let's open these products up. So first up, I have some R.E.M Dream Lashes, and these are in this style Eternally Meowing, which I specifically picked up because of the name. And also, I love a little light lash. Just like just a little, add a little, I'm here for it. Next up, I had to pick up the liquid liner. This is the black liquid liner. Kind of a small tip. I talked about that in my BoxyCharm video about like the liner they sent me was really small, and so it was kind of difficult for me, but let's go ahead and swatch it. She's got pigment, pretty soft, and also the tip is pretty flexible. Like I can kind of bend it down, and so that might be able to go against the folds of my lids more. Folds, creases, I don't know, it's all awkward. Next up, I have a Midnight Shadows liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Totes. This is kind of a skin tone shade for me. I thought it would be good to use for cut creases, especially because Ariana Grande is very well known for her cut creases. This is what the applicator looks like, and let's go ahead and swatch it right here. So it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, so that might look interesting on me, but I'm gonna trust the process. And then I had to pick up one of the On Your Collar lipsticks. Ooh, okay, wrapped in plastic, probably for good measure. And the shade that we have right here is Drive-In Movie. All right, I'm gonna swatch that right next to the shadow. She's pretty. I like how this is like magnetic. And last but not least, I picked up a highlighter. Well, I guess it's a highlighter topper. I picked up the shade Miss Mercury. Now, I heard a lot of mixed things about the highlighter. I heard a lot of people say that it's chalky, but I also saw a lot of people say that they really liked it. So here it is. There's like something on it. Do you guys see that? That's weird. That might be from shipping. But here is, whoa, that pan is beautiful. Hello?
Excuse me,
Let's go ahead and swatch it. Ooh! I'm gonna swatch it on this part of my hand. Doesn't look chalky to me. Maybe it also depends on the shade you use. Like I feel like that the colored ones would look a little more chalky than the ones that have more of like a natural color, you know what I mean? You might not know what I mean. As far as the packaging goes for these, I'm not like not a fan, but I'm also not like crazy about it. I think it's cute, you know, it's kind of got the intergalactic thing, especially with this little window right here. I do love that. That way, like if this were to ever sell in stores, you never have to second guess what the shade is. You could just like look and it's like, oh, yeah, okay. And then these I think are also cute, but I think the only thing is like if this was going to be released in a conglomerate collection, then all of the packaging should be the same. That's just how I feel about it. But anyways, we are going to be doing a full face. I just need to get some of that full face on before we try the R.E.M beauty products. But I'll see you guys after I put on my face. Alright, so I have my full face on. I'm obviously missing the products that I'm going to be using, and also eyeshadow. Before we get into it, since we are going to be using the liquid eyeshadow, I am going to do a little bit of an eye look. And I am going to be using the Neutral Moment Beauty Bento from Kaja Beauty. This is literally my favorite. It's my baby. I use her all the time. So I am going to go for the typical Ariana Grande cut crease. So I'm going to take the neutral shades right here and do like a small kind of like wing out. And then we are going to cut our lid with the liquid shadow. I'm going to take this middle one first and just that. Now we're going to go into our deeper shade and do the same thing. Now I'm going to take the liquid shadow and I'm going to kind of cut it like I would just cut my cut crease. So I'm just going to use a flat brush for that, and hopefully it works out well. Okay, I think this looks pretty good so far. You see right here, there's a little bit of discoloration. I'm just gonna cover it up with the lightest shadow from this little Beauty Bento. But otherwise, I think it's nice. I think that the reason why it's kind of discolored is because that's where the darker brown was. That's just my thoughts. My eyeshadow is done, and now it is time to add the liner. So all I'm gonna do is just a nice natural wing. There's no such thing as a natural wing, but a small cat eye that just follows the shape of my shadow. Okay, I'm going to kind of compare this to the lunar liner that I received in my BoxyCharm because it's just the most recent liner that I've tried. The similarities between them that I don't like is that the actual felt part where, you know, the liquid liner comes out is a little short, and so I have to kind of reach in to get my eye, and that I'm not really a big fan of. I don't want to have to do a lot of work in order to get my eyeliner on fleek. What I do like about it though is that it's super pigmented and it's not hard to get the pigment out. And even though it kind of got caught on my folds a little bit, I was able to easily apply it on there better than the other one that I used. So this is all right. I wouldn't buy this again personally. All right, next up I am going to put on my lashes, and I'm gonna do this off camera, so I'll be right back. Eyes are on. I do like them with this look. However, I would want to see them just like alone, like maybe with just like a wing or maybe like a little smudged eyeliner. But I think it's cute. I think overall this eye look is very cute. But now let's go into the highlighter, which I already have open. Where am I? There I am. Hello. I'm going to go in without wetting my face first because I want to see how pigmented this is. That looks wet, baby. All I'm gonna say is I don't mind it. I don't mind it a bit. I am gonna tone it down just a little bit, like a teeny tiny amount, because I don't want to blind people. I just want it to look like a nice natural glow. Okay, and it's already time for our last product. We have our lipstick. I am gonna quickly line my lips first just to give me guidance because I need help. Okay, let me get changed into tonight's outfit and then I will give you my final thoughts. Alright guys, here is my final look. What are we thinking? How are we feeling? Personally, I'm feeling gorgeous. Now let me give you guys a summary of my first impressions of these products. So first, let's talk about the liquid eyeshadow. When I first put it on, I noticed that it was very, very dark, so that didn't fulfill my entire dreams and aesthetics, but I think it's still very pretty. The next trick would be if it's blendable, like if I can blend it with a brush, or if I can use it as a primer. I do want to get the shimmery version of this and do looks with that because I bet that would be very, very pretty. Overall, I give this like a 6.5 out of 10.
I'm feeling so tired.
Next up is the liner, which I kind of already gave you my opinion on it. Not the biggest fan of it because of the short tip right here. If you don't mind a short tip, then that might be for you. But for me, this is like a 5 out of 10.
I don't know how this possibly could have happened.
Not gonna reach for this one that often, honestly. Next, we have these lashes, and I do like them. I think that they're nice and subtle. Now, I'm a girl who believes that there are all different lashes for all different occasions, so the fact that these are smaller lashes does not bother me because I can still see them. I can see them in my monitor right now. So I rate these an 8 out of 10. Yeah. I do like this highlighter. I don't think that it is too chalky, and I blended it and it looks very nice on my skin. And I think this shade works well for me, and I'm excited to eventually add more shades to my collection, specifically that purple one. Oh. So I rate this an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And last we have the lipstick. I love this shade. I love how it feels on my lips. It's creamy, it's not too drying. However, it is fairly matte. A little bit came off when I tapped it on my lips, but not enough to be like, oh gosh, that's a lot of loss. So for this, I'm going to also rate it at 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
So overall, I thought it was pretty good. What are your thoughts? Go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I appreciate every single one of you. Now go ahead and leave a like and a comment. Make sure you subscribe and also turn on notifications so you know when I post my next video. Now it's time to go to sleep because boy, you're such a dream to me. I'll see you guys later. Bye!